Do you know the unspoken rules of anime? Well, we're about to teach you. All right, whether you're new to anime or you've been watching for a while, there's a lot of unspoken, sometimes spoken rules about anime that we must all abide by, and we're here to teach you exactly what they are. All right.
Time for rule number 1. Anytime an anime character gets a nosebleed because they saw something ecchi, we are supposed to laugh. It doesn't matter how cringe it is. It doesn't matter how much we don't think it's funny. It is funny.
It's quite hilarious.
Yeah.
So where does that come from?
I just think it's, I don't know.
Because is that supposed to be a euphemism? Like the blood is rushing to
your
head
It could
Yeah.
be.
and like causing a nosebleed?
Yeah, I mean, because like the most iconic person that I can think
Jiraiya.
of. Yeah. Well, no. Even before him, Master Roshi.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Like I think that I don't know if Master Roshi started the trope, but I feel like it definitely started back in Dragon Ball, which was like 1980 something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And because Master Roshi is bald, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would make a little sense. Like,
And he's a turtle master.
oh man, yeah. We found it. We found the origin, guys.
I
Yeah.
mean, that would be my guess. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
right, but Master Roshi is the master of many things.
Yeah.
And
And it might seem very obvious to us, but I actually had a older friend of ours tell me about how his friend started watching anime, and he was like very confused about what the nosebleeds were about. And me and Tyler actually explained it to him, and he was like, "Oh, is that what that means?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's because they're like excited."
yeah,
So
excited.
It's not something
That's a word. It's a euphemism.
Yeah.
As someone who gets nosebleeds quite frequently, it does make me feel like it does make me feel like a perv every so often, and I'm like, dang it, it's anime just in my head.
It's
thing
leaking
is-
out into IRL.
Yeah.
You've never gotten a nosebleed in any intimate situation. It's more so like he's walked into an office, like a public office that's really cold, and he'll like just get a nosebleed.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Maybe cold, empty offices do it for him though.
Different strokes, different folks.
Yep.
All right, rule 2. I'm sure a lot of us have had friends ask us, I want to get into anime. What should I watch?
Yep.
Automatic response, Boku no Pico.
Yep.
Boku no Pico. If you have never looked it up at the very least, you don't have anime friends.
Yeah?
You are
100%.
not into anime.
If you haven't watched the whole season, are there
Yeah.
multiple seasons?
I don't know. I don't even know how many episodes there are.
If you have not watched the whole thing, you are not a true anime fan.
If it is not number 1 on your My Anime list,
And we will be looking.
Yeah.
only thing acceptable other than that is Cory in the House.
Oh, gee. No, you're the only one that knows that reference.
That's not true. That's such a meme.
Okay, I have seen the meme, I'll admit.
Yeah.
But for those of you guys that don't know, Boku no Pico is a
We'll
how
just
do I
call it
say
a hentai.
A hentai,
You mean a anime?
a
Yeah.
anime of a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something
Like
you should never
familial
recommend,
bad.
and that's why it is the one thing that everyone recommends.
Yeah, it's like when you were little and like they would be like, "Oh, have you heard of the new Pokemon Blue Waffle?"
I don't know how that was how people told you about Blue Waffle, but
Yeah, that's how I heard about
That's
it.
how you heard about Blue Waffle?
Yeah.
That's
That's-
terrible.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, but they tell you something really gross, so you're forced to look it up, and then
Yeah.
it's like, oh my gosh, it's the same thing, It's a very inappropriate anime that no one should actually watch, but we all joke that you
Yeah.
should. No one really means it. Just
Yeah,
laugh.
don't watch it.
Yeah,
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, if someone says Boku no Pico, you should laugh because it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what was it? Where were we at? Was it 626 Market?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We asked someone and they said that.
Well, we were asking what was the most, what was it? What would you
No,
recommend for
for
kids?
kids, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he recommended Boku no Pico, and I was like, that man, cultured. Cultured.
Don't
Yeah.
actually let your kids watch it.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
yeah. But yes, that is rule number 2.
Rule number 3, no body, no die. If you do not see the dead body straight up, okay, not them dying, straight up dead, they're not dead. They're never dead.
Even then, they need to be like incinerated in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Sometimes even when they're dead, they're not dead.
Yeah. Just don't be that surprised if they come back.
It's kind of like, like you watch like some Telemundos. How did you come back?
Yes.
Telemundos are weird.
Yes.
It will start off like perfectly normal, and then all of a sudden, like that person's second realize that they're like dating their second cousin, and then once they find out that that second cousin was actually like a bad guy the whole time and is now
my
like
gosh.
about to feed them to the sharks, and then the person that's loved them the whole time that they rejected is then gonna go and save them.
And somehow they died saving them, and then comes back to life. They'll be eaten by the shark. And be like, no, you don't understand. I wasn't really eaten by the shark.
And then they live happily ever after.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a classic one is like in Naruto, you see Obito literally being crushed by boulders.
Half his body.
Crushed.
He was all right after that.
And he comes back. He's fine. He's stronger than ever.
I wouldn't say he's fine, but yes, he comes back,
His body is, alive.
Thanks, Hashirama.
Yeah. I mean, his body's half alive.
But like, he didn't die, is the thing.
Just his heart.
It's like watching The Princess Bride. He's just mostly dead.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
That is like the perfect
Exactly.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine all of anime to be the Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Or like nearly headless Nick
No, I have no idea what that
Yeah.
is.
from Harry Potter.
Oh,
The ghost.
I don't remember that.
When Hermione was like nearly headless, how could he be nearly headless? And he pulls his head down and he's nearly headless, like a skin tag is like holding his head together.
I
No?
don't
Pretty
remember.
funny.
I
That's
don't
pretty
remember
funny.
that. No.
Yeah,
I've never watched Harry
but
Potter.
picture that with a British accent. I can't do impersonations though. It's funnier that way.
Hiss, ain't it? It's another Tuesday. You see that one of like the snake, and it's got like the 2 teeth, and it's like hiss, ain't it?
I know exactly. Oh my god.
No, because every time I think of snakes, I just think of I'm a snake.
I
Oh,
was gonna say snake.
yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah,
what you're
that's the
talking
only
about.
thing that pops in my head every time.
That's a good one
Fair.
though.
Fair.
All right, rule number 4: backstories are always sad, and even when they look like they're gonna be happy, they become sad. It's just the rule.
And it might be sadder than all of the anime. Like that
Yeah.
might be the one time you cry and you never cry.
And
throughout
just
the whole
assume the
anime.
most powerful person probably has the saddest backstory.
Yeah, or like the
Yes.
person that laughs the most has the worst backstory.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's Naruto has plenty of examples of that between Naruto himself.
Yeah.
Well, like Sasuke, Itachi, Kakashi.
Yeah,
You know?
literally. And take your pick of any of the ninjas.
Yeah. Can you pick up any backstory? They're all
Yeah.
sad.
Pain.
Yeah.
It's like it's depressing.
Yeah.
Obito.
But yeah.
And people aren't really like evil. They just had such a bad backstory, like such a sad backstory that they have no other choice.
Watching anime is like watching Descendants. They're just misunderstood.
Watching anime is like watching the Miraculous movie. The dad of Cat Noir. He's not evil. He just lost his wife. And because of that sad backstory, he needs to do evil things like, offing his son.
Or you mean like Black Adam, how he wanted to rise his wife, so he had sacrificed his entire kingdom.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, but like if it's a backstory that's longer than like a couple minutes, just be prepared to cry.
The thing is, I can't even think of a good backstory.
Like a happy one.
Like a happy one? Yeah.
Because they don't
The
show it
closest
to
one
us.
you get is Jiraiya.
Maybe Asta, because he doesn't really have much.
I mean,
He is an orphan.
Yeah, but that's it.
that's pretty sad.
It is really sad, but like that's the happiest you're gonna get.
Yeah,
That's
an
the
orphan
happiest
is the
you're gonna get.
happiest
No,
backstory.
I mean like comparatively to like everyone else that we meet.
That's why I say I think Jiraiya might not be too bad.
What
What's
was
his
Jiraiya's?
backstory?
I don't remember.
His whole backstory was that like he's pretty much like Naruto. He was like a klutz that no one really took seriously.
I know he was a klutz clown.
Yeah, he was a class clown. No one really thought he was strong. Then he accidentally did a reverse summoning jutsu and then went to Mount Miyabuko and became strong from there.
Yeah.
And then then later on, he has tragedy, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a backstory. It's
Yeah.
more like a current story. Okay.
Like mid.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
Yeah.
it's like a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we found exactly one happy backstory. Nice.
Yeah. Nothing.
Luffy.
I mean, depends on what you consider a backstory. I wouldn't necessarily. Yeah. I mean, I'll just stay quiet.
Luffy episodes 1 through 100.
Yeah. I'll just stay quiet.
Yeah, Tyler. You know what? Once you get a little further, you might change your tune.
Watching 5 episodes a day feels like forever, and I'm still so far. I'm still not that far in.
You know,
It gets better after episode 400.
No, that's not true. Because remember,
know.
Ace passes in 300-ish.
I know, but like it's the meme. Yeah, you know, like
No, let's be honest. It gets good at episode 300. Okay? Don't exaggerate. 300, Tyler. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's only how many days?
like you just have to make it to Arlong Park.
It's literally like 60 days.
Once you pass Skypea, you'll be fine.
Oh my god! You know,
Gosh.
I have a rant about that, but I'm gonna say that for a different episode.
All right.
So,
On to the next one.
all right. So rule 5: you always have to let the villain do his monologue.
Yep. It's so true. There's so many times where the villain is just like,
Standing there for like 10 minutes.
yeah.
Just explaining his whole life story and his whole plan.
Best example is Madara.
Oh my gosh, was that 10 minutes or was that like 3 episodes?
I don't even remember, but it was like a long time.
He did pay the price for it though.
Yeah, after like annihilating like 200,000 people, but you know,
Yeah.
who's counting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it just rude to cut them off no matter how much damage they're doing?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
politeness,
true.
you know.
Okay, if I play devil's advocate, I guess you could say like, oh, what if he has like some kind of secret that would save more lives if you had found out what it is?
Yeah.
So you want to let him finish?
So it was Payne's. He did a monologue.
No, but I'm saying, why would the hero listen?
Oh, in general.
Just in
Yeah.
case.
Oh, so the viewer can get a better insight.
Yeah.
That's
Just
it.
give me a flashback. Just give me a backstory for the villain. Why does he have to tell the hero?
Villains love monologues so much that even when they could easily unalive the main like character,
Yeah.
they'll do a monologue right then and there while the character is like
Powering up.
going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll have the hero like in their grasp. Like the hero can't do anything, but they'll be monologuing for so long that like a friend comes to save them.
Yeah, perfect example. Donzo. The entire reason he lost was because he was monologuing the
Maybe he's just
entire
lonely.
time.
He was like
Donzo?
finally someone to talk to.
No.
I thought you might plan.
Donzo was never alone. He
Yeah.
always had someone with him.
Yeah. But like someone that he could like really connect with.
I think he lost that with when Hiruzen died.
Fair.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
I know.
Remember when I used to like that nerd?
Yeah. Until you find out he didn't take care of him at all.
Until you find out that he was
Yeah.
supposed to take care of him.
Yeah, what a douche.
Next rule.
Rule number 6. You don't ask questions on ages of waifus.
Or
Ever.
husbandos.
Or husbandos.
Ever.
Unless it's like really weird, you know. Then you're
And before you guys start saying that's a weird take, cancel them. Every single girl who's out there trying to say that, I want you to know that Itadori is literally 15.
Gojo in the backstory is also like 15.
Is also
Yeah.
15.
So if you're watching JJK season 2 and you're like, oh, Gojo's hot, season 1, you know, season 2, first 5 episodes, you know?
Every single
Look in the mirror.
character from Blue Lock is not 18.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia.
That's it. Yeah. So we're not saying, you know, something weird. I'm just saying if you like a character from My Hero Academia,
See a therapist.
You wouldn't.
I'm
You
just
wouldn't.
kidding. I was
No,
kidding.
no. It's more so like you wouldn't want people like really questioning how old your fave is. You know. So
Yeah.
like, let it go. Let it go. Let people live their lives, unless it's really bad. Unless you're like into the little form of the bleach girl.
Oh, Niall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you got problems.
Well, yeah. Like when you could obviously tell it's an infant.
If they're fully grown height-wise, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's just like Justin Bieber said, baby, baby, baby. Oh.
Oh my God! No, not the wise words of Justin Bieber.
All right. And for the final rule, and possibly the rule that makes you want to pull your hair out the most, is that every single character, no matter if it's a surprise attack, has to shout out the name of their attack. Even if they're doing a sword, they will yell and scream and grunt before they do the final finishing blow. And 90% of the time, it leads to them being countered.
You know, honestly, the best example I can personally think of is like in Dragon Ball Z. Because they all have to say it. Goku has this Kamehameha that he literally goes Kamehameha. See, for like, I mean, granted,
So long.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't do it as long as Master Roshi, but like,
But still too long.
yeah, it's too. You know, even like the shortest attacks.
Yeah.
You know,
I love that people stand there like, what is he doing?
That all about show me.
or like in Bleach, right? Yeah.
Kai.
But
Thing
it's so
in Bleach,
amazing
people
though.
are so fast that the moment you hear Bon, they could have, no matter how far they're, you could have made it in time and just,
Yeah.
you know.
No, it's especially with Captain Kuchiki. When he drops his sword, because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
The moment he goes from his sword and flips it like this, and he just drops it.
He doesn't have a sword for so long.
I love Naruto. I am one of the biggest fans of Naruto. But boy, does it piss me off that ninjas
announce their attack.
Kagebushi no jutsu. Like, oh, what is he doing now?
Oh yeah, because you announced the move. It's like if you are doing like a shadow clone jutsu, you could never have like a hidden shadow clone jutsu because you've already announced it.
The only one who ever does is Kakashi, because he's the only real ninja.
Oh, you know what? One thing. I wish, you know how Zoro does the 3 sword style?
Yeah.
I wish that the voice actors would like legit put something in their mouth and say it, because it's ridiculous to me that he has a sword in his mouth.
And it's so
he has
coherent.
the best enunciation. He's like, 3 sword style. And I'm like, I don't know.
He also like makes up names like Tiger, and then people are like, oh, Tiger, and he'll be like, no, you don't get it. And then he'll finish it at the end. He'll be like, trap. And I'm like, what is this? What is this?
Until the bait and switch, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Try biting on like a finger and like try saying 3 sword style.
3 sword style.
That's what it should sound like. Not 3 sword style, you know?
Yeah.
Probably not the best person to do that because
but-
I have a lisp, but still.
Or like Luffy, gum,
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
you know?
The thing is, everyone's going to know exactly what you're doing because you'll announce it.
Yeah.
Or
and
do they?
And he always tells every single person he's fighting, look, I'm a rubber person.
There are no secrets in anime.
He never shows him any other way other than pulling his cheek to the side.
Yeah. See, at least JJK has a cop-out. Not a cop-out, but a reasoning cop-out in that, like, if you explain your ability, it
Then you
makes
can-
your ability stronger.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Right?
that's kind of like in Hunter x Hunter. Same thing.
Yeah, but they explain it, right? But then sometimes they'll be like, you know, like Luffy. He doesn't benefit from telling people, but he'll
Yeah.
be like,
Or does he?
I think it's just
it's a
to
bait
make-
and switch, you know? They're like,
Yeah.
he's not really made out of rubber.
I think
Well, I guess he's made out of rubber.
it's just to make things iconic.
yeah. And, you know, we don't question it.
Yeah, I
No.
appreciate it. You know how many times I
Yeah.
say Rasengan?
Yeah.
Usually when you do this,
Yeah, Rasengan.
if I can find the picture,
Yeah, I will.
Rasengan.
Those are all the rules we have. There's definitely a lot more. I think we should definitely do another one of these another day. But yeah, those are 7 golden anime rules to follow.
You are now cultured. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to our education segment.
Yeah.
Our education segment.
We're teaching them the rules.
I'm Professor Tyler.
Oh yeah. I'm is there another word for
Doctor?
I'm
Sensei.
Jess Sensei.
I am Senpai Chris.
Oh, okay, that's creepy. And on that note, hope you have a good one.